Thank you very much. Again, my name is Matthew Harper. I'm the mayor of the city of Huntington Beach. And I am running for election for State Assembly for the 74th Assembly District. But I'm going to tell you what, that's not the most important thing I'm doing in the next 6 months. In fact, the reason why I'm a little unprepared maybe for this event is because I am getting married on Saturday. Biggest decision of my life, and I am 100% confident that I've made the right choice. So I am really looking forward to Saturday. I think there's a few people here in the audience that are going to be there. So I am really excited about that. Few issues that I want to get off the table really fast is making sure folks know some of the things that I stand for. I believe that life begins at conception. I am pro-life. I believe that marriage is between a man and a woman, and the state of California's voters have said so. Freedom and liberty are the two most important things that I judge my vote by. I've been an elected official for not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 terms to elected office on the City Council as well as the Huntington Beach Union High School District, and those have been my guiding principles. And because I believe in freedom and liberty, I believe that the Constitution is the best document in the world, in the history of the world, to protect freedom and liberty. I also believe that the Constitution protects our rights to bear arms, and I will protect the right to bear arms for the state of California. A little bit about myself is I attended Huntington Beach High School, and in fact my fiance for the next 2 days and my bride-to-be also attended Huntington Beach High School. We both went to high school together in the class of 1992. That means, yes, if you have your addition, I'm 39. I went to my first year in college at Orange Coast College here in Costa Mesa. In fact, I returned back during the summers between attending USC to receive my degree in public policy and management from the University of Southern California. I'm a local. I've been in Huntington Beach, Westminster, here in Orange County since I was 5 years old. And I think that that perspective is really important for someone who's going to represent you here in the 74th Assembly District, because this is the heart of Orange County right here. And I have been here representing you, not just on the Huntington Beach City Council, but also on the Huntington Beach Union High School District. Additionally, I serve on the OCTA Board of Directors, elected by the mayors of each of the cities of the 2nd District to the Orange County Transportation Authority. And yes, I'm very proud to have stopped the toll lanes being converted from our freeway lanes, and we will continue to do so because that fight is not over. And in fact, back there, I hope you support Alan Mansour for county supervisor, because he'll be on OCTA if elected to the County Board of Supervisors, and he'll vote to stop the toll lanes being converted from the freeway lanes as well. Because I'm a conservative and have been, I am a Republican. And I have been active in helping elect Republicans and volunteering for Republican causes since I was in high school, joining the Teenage Republicans. That developed into being the president of the Orange Coast College Republicans for the year that I was there, and participating in the USC College Republicans. On the USC College Republicans, not only was on the board there, but I was also on the state board of the California College Republicans, helping to volunteer for people who are running for office as Republicans as far south as Imperial Beach and as far north as Santa Maria. That is what I stand for, and that is why I think you should elect me to the State Assembly, because we need someone who's a fighter who will take our fight to other districts here within the state of California. We can't just elect one good conservative here in Huntington Beach. We need a good Huntington Beach, Costa Mesa, Newport Beach, and the other cities of the 74th Assembly District. We need someone who is going to take the fight to where the fight needs to be to win in the other districts in the state. Because you know what? And I agree, we need a fight. It's about taking that fight, because you know what? California is a tough state right now, but who would have thought that Michigan, right to work, Wisconsin, I mean seriously, some states that you would never have thought 5, 10, 15 years ago would have flipped just like that. But you know what? When things are getting their darkest, when things are getting that bad, people figure out it's the time for change. And we need people who are positive, upbeat conservatives to help advocate for this change, and I hope you'll join me. I think that you need to look for someone who has been right on the issues and has a voting record to be able to say so. Being active in Republican and conservative politics since high school, I've seen a lot of flash in the pan candidates. People who will tell you, this is what I stand for. Then they get elected, and you know what? Maybe they weren't the person who you thought that they were. Happens over and over again. The people who you can count on are the people that have it in their heart and continue to do the same thing and continue to fight for the right principles. I have been fighting for you since I've been in the Huntington Beach Union High School District starting in 1998. And yes, that means I was first elected when I was 24. But you know what? That happened because of a few folks that are in this room. When I was considering running, what I was actually doing was trying to recruit other candidates for office. I said on the Huntington Beach Union High School District, there's 2 people who are considering not running again. We need 1 or 2 conservatives to get on that board to be able to advocate for our point of view. Because you know what? It matters even on the school board level whether someone's conservative or liberal. Whether it was school to work versus or other programs. And there was one that I was particularly concerned about. When I was in college, I helped gather signatures for the California Civil Rights Initiative. It was a ballot initiative sponsored by Ward Connolly. You know what that did? It said, it doesn't matter your race, ethnicity. You should pick the most qualified person. You should, as government, should not treat people differently on the basis of their race or ethnicity, national origin, etc. Even gender. You should pick the best person, the one that is right. We got that qualified on the ballot, and crazy things started to happen. The president of the Associated Students at UC Berkeley endorsed it. Good friend of mine, he's actually in the Pomona Unified School District school board these days. The Daily Californian at UC Berkeley endorsed it because they knew it was right. I helped gather signatures for that initiative, helped pass it when it was on the ballot. But you know what? My own school district in Huntington Beach, Westminster, and Fountain Valley, wasn't following the law. It was a constitutional amendment, and they were not following the law. I want to thank, because one of the people who encouraged me to run, he said, you have the right ideas. Those other folks may be more experienced and older, but you know what? You have the right ideas. You can always learn that. That was Jim Righeimer. Thank you for your encouragement, Jim. Jim's been a good friend since the early 90s when I was in college. They weren't obeying the law, and you know what? I rang the bell. I told them, you are not doing the right thing. You are not following the Constitution. Wrote an editorial in the Orange County Register. Kurt English was there. He was supporting me as well. You know what? We fought that so hard that it actually went to court. It was not decided at the Superior Court level. It was decided at the appeals court level, and it was then appealed to the Supreme Court. And you know what? Not only through perseverance and advocacy did we change in the Huntington Beach Union High School District, but that is now the controlling law for the state of California. With a little bit of focus, you can make a difference. And that's the kind of difference I'm looking to make. In fact, one thing that I'm really tired of is the state legislature thinking they're a 120-member school board. It's shameful, all the things that they're doing. In fact, there's a crazy bill about restrooms and all kinds of crazy stuff that they passed, and it's going to get probably repealed by the state voters. But you know what? The reason why that is because those folks get their heads so big, and it's a shame because so many of them used to be local elected officials, that they're acting like they're one big school board up there. They're not. We need to take that power back. We need to take that power back, and you need someone there who can advocate because they've been there at the school board, they've been there at the city council, and they will advocate for returning that power back to the localities so that people that are closer to you can make the decisions for government. A few other issues that I think are important. The fire rings. I want to acknowledge the leadership of Travis Allen in terms of introducing AB 1102. I just wrote a stronger letter than our previous mayor supporting that bill. Because you know what? I think it's a shame that the Air Quality Management District, the bureaucratic AQMD, is telling us what to do about our beach bonfire rings. It isn't just Newport Beach. You know what they're doing with their cryptic system of 700-foot radiuses and stuff like that? They're going to be pulling beach bonfire rings off of Huntington Beach. But you know how they're going to get around us being able to take them to court? They're only taking them off of Huntington State Beach. The state isn't going to have a lawsuit against the AQMD. They're trying to pick their plaintiffs. But it's going to take the state legislature to be able to make a final decision on this, because really, this is a dispute between the Coastal Commission and the AQMD, and really, it's high time that there was a legislative decision that protected our beach bonfire rings, because honestly, that's what California is. Longer than any of us have been alive, people have been burning the beach bonfires for thousands of years. Long before it was even the United States of America. And so we need to absolutely preserve that, because that's really a big part of what we are, and it's a part of our beach culture and our surf culture. Stopping the toll lanes from freeway lanes is a very important priority for me, and that's coming down from Sacramento. State of California's Transportation Department, under Jerry Brown, that's who's pushing it. We need people who are going to fight and take that issue and help people understand that it isn't just Orange County. It's also San Diego, LA, Bay Area. We got to make sure to stir that pot and make sure that the people who are opposed to this all band together and be able to keep our freeways free. I'll take some questions, but I want to make sure that there's something that's clear here. I oppose amnesty. I oppose benefits for illegal aliens. You can't pawn that off and make it say it's just a federal issue, because you know what? There are so many state benefits that are around here. We certainly shouldn't have them for illegal aliens. And I'll tell you what, my vision for California is less government and more freedom. And I'll tell you, that's the biggest way that we solve that issue, is we rein in the government, expand the freedom, and we won't have to worry about that so much anymore. My name is Matthew Harper. I'm running for State Assembly. I would like to ask for your vote in June 2014.
I had already written this question down, but somebody in the audience gave it to me also. I believe that the city of Huntington Beach banned paper bags and plastic bags. And I believe you voted against this bill. Would you explain why you voted against the bill and whether you feel it's the government's job to regulate bags?
You got that right. In fact, not only did I oppose this when it came to our city council, but there's even some grassroots citizens who are actually banding together to be able to repeal it and put it on the ballot. And I congratulate them and am going to help them. But you know what? It's really about freedom. It's about freedom whether you choose, if they offer a plastic bag, a paper bag, if they offer a bag made out of aluminum foil, you should be able to choose that. If you own a shop, more importantly, it's up to you to decide. Honestly, if the stores want to charge 10 cents, 25 cents, or $1 each, that's their business to do so. But it's not up to the government to be, honestly, when it came to the council, I called it price fixing, because that's really what it is, because there's the ban on plastic bags, and the other part of the component is this price fixing on paper bags. It's shameful, and the government needs to get out of that business.
One of the big issues in Orange County and also in the state of California is pensions. And recently, 4 mayors got together, the San Jose mayor, and they're working on an initiative that they're going to have signatures for. Where do you stand on pensions in general and the initiative, if you're familiar with that?
Absolutely. The pension initiative that's being sponsored by the mayor out of San Jose is an outstanding idea. What it does is it makes sure that you have the ability to be able to control going forward your pension systems. But you know what? That only works if you elect people with enough backbone to your local office. And that's going to be the hardest part. But you know what? It takes people like you in this room to be able to hold your local elected officials accountable. You have some outstanding local elected officials here in the city of Costa Mesa. Yeah, give them a hand. Folks who have serious courage. Because I'll tell you what, the public employee associations have a stranglehold on state government, but especially on local government. I was opposed each time for re-election by the California Teachers Association affiliate and also by the unions in my city. But you know what? It takes people who are willing to stand up and be independent and make decisions on behalf of the citizenry, because you know what? Local elected officials don't work for the local employees, they work for you. And that's the bottom line. More importantly, you need folks who are able to resist. I mean, the thing that was just absolutely outrageous was in 2001, all these local elected officials started rolling over and offering 3 at 50, and that's how we got at this mess. 50 years old, being able to retire with a full retirement. I mean, seriously, once you've entered your 50s, from my opinion, most folks are entering the most productive part of their working life. And what we're going to do is start paying people to not work anymore? It's just absolutely insane. And I think that that's really what we need is local elected officials and state officials to have the right perspective and are independent.
The next question we have is from the audience, and it talks about Common Core. What is your opinion, your position on Common Core, and what, if anything, can be done at this point?
You know, it takes persistence. And the thing is, when I was initially elected to the school board, one of the things that motivated me to run for school board, because at that time, the big tension was between back to basics and school to work. And that was going to try to move us in the direction of basically going into this vocational European style of education in which you start separating people off into different groups and basically getting a situation which people aren't doing what we ought to encourage, which is helping people reach their way towards college. I think that this Common Core system is outrageous. I think it's another one of these situations where we're looking to try to move the curriculum away from the back to basics. Back to basics, science, math, and making sure that people understand the sciences. The way that we're going to be able to look in the future is jobs like engineering. So sciences and math, in addition to your math and English, are what's important, and that's what I support when it comes to education.
Again, my name is Matthew Harper. I'm the mayor of the city of Huntington Beach, and I'm asking for your vote for Assembly District 74 in the Orange County. A few things that I want to underscore. Earlier this year, we saw the biggest tragedy, and that's the Democrats getting 2/3 of the vote in the state assembly with the election of Matt DeBabney in the San Fernando Valley. It's a shame. We need to fight. We need to fight back, and that's what we need to do here to win back California. I've been active since I was at Huntington Beach High School, and people know where I stand because of the activism that I've had over the decades. Steve Choi, who I was elected with at the same time, he was elected for Irvine Unified School District when I was elected to the Huntington Beach Union High School District. I've known him as a conservative who's on the school board, and he's now the mayor of Anaheim. He's one of the people who's endorsing me for my campaign. I've known in Irvine. In Costa Mesa, as I pointed out, I've known Jim Righeimer since I was in college, helping out Dana Rohrabacher out of his old campaign office in the back of the Wind and Sea Surf Shop in Huntington Beach. Jim Righeimer, the mayor of Costa Mesa, is supporting my campaign. Most importantly, I've worked with this fellow since he was first running for city council in the city of Costa Mesa. Little group of conservatives, we were looking to make sure that we got more people who are conservative elected to school boards and city councils. And that's Alan Mansour, and I'm very happy to have your support. Thank you very much, Alan, for your support for 74th Assembly District. I stand for freedom. I stand for liberty. Because of that, I stand for the Constitution. I think I'm right on the issues, whether it's a vote to be able to help out Travis Allen to be able to save the beach bonfire rings, whether it's being able to fight the toll roads and the toll road menace that's going to try to threaten our freeway lanes here in Orange County, and all the other things that we're concerned about, whether it's local control, freedom, liberty, etc. My record has been to fight taxes. You won't find someone who's in this race who's authored more arguments against property tax measures. I've been writing them over the years, including 3 of them just in this last election cycle. I am with you. Are you with me? Please vote for me for State Assembly in the 74th Assembly District.